You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. If you're going to do probable cause, you have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you.
Ready, Judge. On October 1st, 2024, officers were dispatched to a major crash in Harris County, Texas. Houston Fire Department stated the defendant was in the driver's seat on scene, and officers made contact with the wheel witness. The wheel witness stated the defendant struck her vehicle as the defendant came out of a bar parking lot. The defendant did not stop to exchange information. The wheel witness followed the defendant to a mechanic shop, observed the defendant coming out of the driver's seat, appearing intoxicated. The wheel witness stated the defendant told her not to call officers as she would pay for damages. The officers made contact with the defendant. The officers observed strong odor of an alcoholic beverage, bloodshot eyes, slurred speech, the defendant leaning on the vehicle for balance, and the officers observed the defendant crying and stating in Spanish that she had been drinking.
Hold on, man. Hold on.
I apologize.
Fast.
I apologize.
Start at the crime part.
Yes, Your Honor.
He's good, but
The officer,
Speedy Gonzalez.
El oficial, cry. Let's go back to crime.
the officer observed the defendant crying, stating in Spanish that she had been drinking and that she was drunk. Standard field sobriety tests were administered. HGN was 6 out of 6. Walk and turn was 6 out of 8. Officers were unable to perform the one-leg stand due to the defendant's imbalance and the defendant stating she was too drunk. The defendant was read the DIC and consented to breath. The results were .244 and .243. The defendant was identified with an Honduran passport.
Ay, ay, ay.
And Judge, further, I wanted to inform the court, this is likely a DWI third.
What?
Yes, Judge. I don't know why this, they know that it's a third. I don't know why they're charging it as a first. She's got 2 previous convictions.
Yes, out of Georgia.
From Georgia. It's a third. We're going to indict this. I don't know why it's here. It shouldn't be here. This is a very serious case with over triple the legal limit on a third. So I just wanted to inform.
I'm seeing it over and over. Is someone not looking at prior criminal history? I mean, what?
It's been happening ever since I got to this court. I'm not sure why. And I've never seen this before.
And you know, the funny thing, Michael, is it's over and over. And we see it. Right, Victoria? It's just, we see it like constantly.
Can I ask, when did you start seeing this? Because I have not seen this rampant.
Years. Just,
Well, I'll do some talking to intake judge, but I mean, for now, all we can do is notify you that this is supposed to be a felony.
thank you. I really appreciate it. It's come to my attention that this could be a potentially a third DWI. If it is, they're going to file felony charges on you, and you will now be looking at 2 to 10 of the penitentiary. As it is now, ma'am, tell me, are you a United States citizen?
No,
Are you in this country with or without permission?
without permission.
What happens if you go to jail?
Pegó una cárcel. I would be deported.
Do you have any clue how long you will sit in jail waiting for that to happen?
No, I have no idea.
You will sit for a minimum of about 6 months because nothing in immigration happens fast. You will sit first. I'm putting bond condition on this case. You violate one small thing, I will put you in jail so fast that your head is going to be spinning at about 100 miles an hour. If you stay in jail for any kind of extended period of time, immigration will put their hands and they will put a detainer on you. And you will be stuck in custody until this case is over with. And then you get shipped off to immigration where you will sit for another 6 to 9 months waiting for that to happen. You are extremely lucky that if it has happened before, I don't know, but you're lucky that it hasn't happened now. You are not allowed to drive. On one ankle, I'm going to put a monitor so I know that you're not out in the middle of the night. And on your other ankle, I'm going to put an alcohol detection monitor. If you so much as use whatever that has alcohol in it, I will revoke your bond, deem you a public danger, and make your bond very high. Do you understand?
Yes.
This is an affidavit that you will be signing with me now. This is a promise that you're going to make to me that you're not going to drive. I don't care what's going on in your life. I don't care who you have to save. I don't care who has to go to the hospital. If you get into a car and drive, I will have a contempt hearing. You'll be facing an additional 6 months in jail and a $500 fine every time you get into a car and drive. Do you understand?
Yes.
I'm going to tell you now that I'm ordering you not to drive any vehicle that doesn't have an ignition interlock. We will send documentation to the Texas Department of Public Safety so that they know if you ever get pulled over, you will be required to have an interlock in your car. And if you do not have an interlock in your car, officers will immediately take you to jail. You are not allowed to drive any vehicle whatsoever for any reason. But I'm giving you a warning that if you're ever pulled over, DPS officers will know that you're supposed to have an interlock. So if you're caught driving and you don't have one, into jail you go. You are lucky that you have been able to get out of jail without an immigration detainer. And I don't understand how after 3 DWIs, you continue to skirt through. But you are severely pushing your luck. I will have you come up here, swear to us here that you're not going to drive. After that, I will have you sign your reset with Victoria. After that, you will meet with Rachel and them for your bond conditions. You will have an 8 p.m. curfew. I do not want you out past 8 p.m. to 6 a.m. I'm giving you a curfew and I'm giving you a monitor on your leg so that I know that you're not out in the middle of the night. Your other ankle, you will have a alcohol detection monitor. That thing is extremely finicky. You need to be careful whatever you put in your body, because if I find that you use whatever that has alcohol in it, and it maybe cakes, candies, food, gum, lollipops, hair dye, NyQuil, mouthwash, Listerine, if it has alcohol in it, you're not allowed to use it. Do you understand?
Yes.
The other thing I would do, if I were you, I would find a lawyer quick, because like you already heard from the district attorneys here, they're going to look into filing felony charges against you. So I would get on it quick.
Con agilidad le aconsejo que se busque su abogado.
Hey, guys, I'd like her to get the monitor today. She goes right down now to get it, please. Waive the fee. Right. We will have you sign all your documents now, Ms. Osorio.